Good evening, everybody. How are we all doing, people? Can you hear me and can you see me? Let's just do a audio and visual check on a very special show. I'll come on to that in a minute. If you're new around here, this live stream is being recorded as a podcast, but I want to hear from you in the chat. Get your questions in. We're talking running shoes and well, just about anything, boxing, whatever you want to talk about. A great win for Spurs at the weekend. Anything you want to, stick it in the chat, and I'll come on to that in just a mo. So yes, thanks very much to everybody who's joined us live. Thanks to everybody who is listening to us as you're poodling along on your run. Thanks to everybody who keeps tagging me on Instagram, 40_runs, or on Strava, or anything else where you're listening to this amazing thing that we've created here. So thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. So heads up first, before we get started, this is our 100th live stream and podcast. Can you imagine that we've done 100 episodes? It's incredible to think that we've got to the point where we've done 100 episodes of the podcast. Obviously, this is the sort of younger brother of the long run show that starts on a Friday. If you've not seen it, it's a live show that comes out every Friday at 7 o'clock. It's more, well, it's just us cocking about as usual, but we've got the coaches on there. We're talking about running and, and a little bit more detail than just the running shoes. So we split this off because we were getting a lot of running shoes and things like that questions. And yeah, so that's how this all came about. But this is the 100th show. I've got to give a big shout out to my fellow co-hosts who joined me on a Friday. We've got Toby, Admin, Hayden, Wilco, and Alan, and all our guests who join me. So thanks to all those guys for 100 episodes. It's mental. Always say about it. I think, a lot of it's tongue in cheek, but we genuinely, we're just people who like to talk about running. We're not a media company or anything like that. We're not trying to do this to make money, and we're not trying to do this to, to gain subscribers or followers on Instagram, whatever we do, because we like talking about running. And it's as simple as that. We like to hear from you. So, right. So let's, I've got some stuff to talk about in a sec, but just a quick early shouts. Gary's in the house. Ralph, thanks very much. Hi, Chris. Hi. Oh, quality's a bit fuzzy and a bit blurry. I noticed that the other day, Gary. Let me know if it continues. It might be the internet. It's probably Daisy who's on Roblox smashing the life out of the Wi-Fi. Penny's in the house. Hi, Penny. Hi, Dave. Hi, David. Hi, Hazel. Shout out to all our members of the channel, the YouTube channel. Thank you to everybody who supports 40 Runs through the YouTube membership. I really do appreciate it. Next week, I'll give you all a shout out individually, but we've got quite a bit to get through today. So I'll give you guys a shout out next week. Thanks, Ralph, for enjoying Friday's podcast. It was good fun. We had probably too much fun on Friday. If you've not seen it, make sure probably watch it actually if you can, because we was cocking about quite a bit. There was a few in jokes going on. You'll find out soon why. I've got to give a shout out because he was on Friday to Hayden. He's off to Tokyo, I think on Wednesday, to run the Tokyo Marathon. I've got to give a shout out to everybody we know who's running the Tokyo Marathon. But Hayden's out there he's going out there on Wednesday. So good luck to him. I'm a little bit apprehensive actually this week because I've got my first race or event, whatever you want to call it, on Sunday. And it sounds funny, but I've not done one for a while because I was sick at the Winter 10K. So I'm a little bit genuinely apprehensive. It's a funny one because we're going to Cambridge. We're filming it for the YouTube channel. So it's a bit of a funny one in terms of I'm not going for a time or anything like that. We're going to try and stretch our legs a little bit. We're going to be testing out the Endorphin Elite, the Soccer Endorphin Elite, give them a bit of a burn. But yeah, it's a funny old one. I always get anxious around races. Let me know if you do as well. I'll be interested to know. Right, so that's the sort of admin and stuff out of the way. Get rid of my phone. I've got to. So this week, Adidas Ultra Boost Light 23. We've got, and they're downstairs actually. I probably should have brought them up. We've got the Mizuno 19. Oh, not on camera. Wave Inspire. Don't know if that's on focus. I'm holding up some shoes on if you're listening to this podcast. Wave Inspire 19. We put the Guide 16 out. Let me know if you saw that video today, if you're on a stability shoe. We've got some trail shoes coming in. We've got the Craft in. These are the Craft Endurance Trail. that came in. I think they look awesome, by the way. Also been got some more miles in the Lone Peak 7 from Ultra, but still not enough to do the video yet. So that's coming at some point. Let me know if you run in Ultra shoes. I'd be interested to know about that. So yeah, so lots going on. Thanks very much for all the comments after this week's vlog from the weekend. That was like a shocking week in terms of what happened, and, and it was meant to be I think it was a 45-mile week because I was coming up to 50 miles, which I did this week, just gone, and it was meant to be taking up, but it didn't go to plan. So yeah, it is what it is. So right, let's thanks very much for all the love for the 100th episode. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's amazing that it's been 100 episodes of this. It still blows my mind. It really does. Gaz, you're forgiven for being late. Just this once. Where is it? Oh, hang on. You can pin messages on this thing. I got told off by Speako the other week because I kept putting all the messages up. It was quite funny, actually. Like the Guide 16 video, looking forward to the comparison on the Inspire 19. Yeah, I've got to get some more miles into the Inspire 19. So 2 stability shoes, if you don't know what we're talking about. And the Guide 16 is very much a continuation of what the Guide 15 was. They just basically updated the upper, which is good news because it needed it. And because the other one was a bit coarse, I found. There's nothing wrong with it, but it was just a bit coarse. And they've improved the insole or flatbed. I don't know, what you call it. Let me know wherever you are what you call it. But that sort of step-in feel of the Guide 16 is just an improvement. I did notice from some of your comments on the video that you have found the ride firm. It's only got the Power Run midsole in it, which I understand. And I think by putting that extra little bit of cushion, the insole has made a difference to the shoe. It is a little bit more, what should we say, palatable in terms of comfort. Yeah, so I would recommend having a look at it. I know it is a popular shoe amongst our runners down in Hartford. They all seem to have the shoe. Is it better than the Tempest? I think they're slightly different shoes. Personally, I don't. I think the Tempest is still one of the best stability shoes, but for daily wear and tear, I don't think you can actually beat the Guide. It is literally just a daily trainer that can do most stuff, right? So, and yes, it's not the softest thing in the world, but it's okay. 3, 4, 5, 10 miles, whatever you want, you can get that done. The only thing that lets it down is that outsole. Saucony outsoles aren't brilliant, are they? That's the only thing that kind of let them down at the moment. I do hope that they change that up in terms of their outsoles. We've got an interesting poll coming out on Instagram tomorrow morning. I need your help. If you're not following me on Instagram, get over to FORDY_runs. I'm going to put it like I usually do my morning posts on Instagram. If you've not cottoned on yet, that's me on the way into work, just cocking about on Instagram. But have a look on there tomorrow morning. I'm going to be putting a post up, and I genuinely need your help. I've got a 5K race coming up, and I've got a choice to make. So I need your help, and it's important. So is the Arch less intrusive on the 16? What versus the Tempest or versus 15? Let me know, Dave. What you're actually referring to. It'd be interested to know where you're going with that one. Because if you're thinking it's versus the Tempest, yes, the Arch is less intrusive than the Tempest. I know some of you guys really struggle with the Tempest in terms of the Arch. Ending up Marco John. Hang on, here we go. I've ended up sending my Nova Blast 3 TR back. Oh no, I didn't really get on with them. I wondered what you thought. TR is I think an improvement over the normal, let's call it, Nova Blast during the winter months because of the outsole tread. The outsole on the Nova Blast 3 is terrible, and it is mildly dangerous in mixed conditions. Watch my video I did on outsoles. Check that video out. Puma grip is king. But yeah, the TR served a purpose during those sort of wintry months. I know is it still technically winter? I think it's early spring in it, we can call it now. Saw the old daffodils on the run we did at the week. Oh, you got the video will come out in a couple of weeks. Actually, we've got a cracker coming out this weekend. I can't tell you anything. I'm embargoed on it by an individual. And then the week after is a good video because we ran back from London the other day, and that comes out in a couple of weeks. But yeah, so sorry. In terms of the TR, I wouldn't buy the TR now. If you said to me, 40, is 100 quid. Do I buy the Nova Blast 3 with TR, or do I buy it without? I'd say without at the moment. That's my opinion, because you're coming. Well, I don't know where you live, but coming into those early spring months, I don't think you need that TR version. So I think maybe you've done the right thing by sending them back. But what did you go for, Marco? What did you switch them for? What did you change it for? Let me know what you went for. Steve C. What's Steve loving the show? Oh, I take it. Hopefully that's the show. Steve, loving the show, by the way. Always a good watch and listen. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. What's this? From Gaz, Speed 3 out, so it's made from cheese. Yeah, it's terrible. I tell you, it's just the thing is, that's the thing with the Saucony endorphin line, the outsole, because you've got the exposed foam, it just looks terrible as well. And I don't know, just take lumps and bumps out of it. It's oh, good. I missed loads of you. Sorry, hang on, I'm coming back up. Got Snowdonia Marathon. I've been up Snowdon. Watch our video. It's 23 miles of road with 3 miles off road downhill at the end. Any ideas for a super shoe with good tread on the outsole? Good shoe, good outsole, super shoe. It may be too soft, but the Puma Deviate Nitro. What about that? I mean, it's not a super shoe. It's not, but it's got such good grip. I don't know. That could be a good shout. The Puma Deviate Nitro 2 might be a bit heavy, and it's certainly not a super shoe, but the outsole on it, could you weigh that up? I don't know. I'm just saying. Or you go completely bonkers and you go and get something like a Tecton X or a Catamount 2 from Brooks. Yes, I just recommended a pair of Brooks on this channel. Suggestion. I've not tried the Catamount 2. Brooks said they were going to send me a pair. They're not bothered sending me one. They probably saw my review of the Ghost. Right, what else have we got? Hello, 40. Who's saying hello, 40? Hello to you, Kevin. Right, a 3,000 meter championship on Saturday for the age of. Good luck. Adidas Adizero Tokyo Spikes. Wow, good luck for that, bro. Let us know how you get on next week, can you? Dave's back. Versus the Tempest. Yeah, it's less noticeable than the Tempest. The Tempest, I do know people who don't get on with it, but yes, it's less noticeable in the Tempest. What's this from Ralph? What's your take on insoles for added some? Somebody sent this. Was it in? I don't know if it was this show or it was in the other live stream we do. But someone said about putting the inerter insoles in, and they seem to find that helps them out quite a bit. That might be worth looking at. Here we go. What's Matt? Good evening. I have over 400 miles on my endorphin speed. Outsole looks great and still looks great and performs great. Yeah, Speed Goat on his, I can't remember how many miles it was. It was close to that, or if not over it as well. He looks okay. It's just I was just saying about the phone, but again, I don't know where you're running. I'm running down the Canal and Towpass, and it's just some of it's gravelly, and lumps and bumps can easily get taken out of them. Who's this? Good evening. Another Steve. Evening Fordy. Just wanted to say thanks for the content. It's helped me get through a tough time. Personally, kept me laughing. Hey man, I appreciate that, right? And I appreciate that you being open and honest and saying you've been through a tough time. I hope everything's okay. I can sympathise with you, ups and downs, certainly. We've had a few of those the last couple of weeks. But dig in there, bruv. Make sure you talk to somebody. Always talk to somebody. And keep running. But thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. That means the world. Here we go. What have we got here? Speed 2s. Has anybody still got their Speed 2s? Anyone switched them out for the Speed 3s? Let me know what you think about that. My Speed 2 are also still going strong after a year or so. I don't think they would last, but they have loads of life. Yeah, I think Saucony, from some of the comments I've seen, they do get, I wouldn't say a hard time, but I do see the comments on the videos where people do say certain things about the wear and tear on the Saucony shoes. Now, I don't know whether you agree with that, disagree with that. Let me know. But I have seen a trend of comments about the durability of the Saucony shoes. Obviously, you're not seeing any troubles with it, Robert. But I'd be interested to know what other people think, because genuinely, you go through the comments on particularly the Saucony videos that we do, and obviously we've done a lot of them recently because we got a good relationship with them and they send a lot of gear through. Um, but I would, yeah, I'd have a look at that because people have been questioning it. Ralph, your Cambridge next weekend, planning to beat your Garmin, but no, Ralph, that's a video we've got coming out. So, if you've not seen it on Friday on the live stream, I challenged Hayden, Speed Go, and well, admin didn't have a Garmin, did she? She has got a Garmin, but I don't know where it was. But basically, I challenged the boys to beat their marathon time, and if they don't beat it, they've got to come and sing a song. We are doing a separate video about beating Garmin's, but that's going to be oh, that's I think we're filming that next week. So stay tuned for that. Good reminder, Ralph. Nearly forgot about that. Okay, Mark's in the house. Evening, Mark. I have ripped the insoles out of my Alpha Fly and replaced them with Innovate Boomerang insoles. This is now probably going to be my marathon shoe. So there you go. He's Mark switched out his insole. So maybe there's something in that, guy. Should I do a video about that? Switching out insoles could make a difference on some of these shoes. What do we think? Let me know. Send me in. I don't know. You go to the website and you can send something in. I don't know what it is. But yeah, that is a good chat actually. For a video actually. Now you've got me thinking, Mark. Right. So here we go. Seamus. Wow, God, you keep me busy again. Keep those questions coming in. Keep the comments coming in. I really do appreciate it a lot. Seamus, even Chris, still got some pink Speed 3s box fresh. I got injured in December. Hopefully, get out for a run in the sunshine when I get all the clothes. Well, when are you hopefully going to get that all clear? Seamus, let us know as well when you're back out running, bro. Just stay strong. As you say, you've got them Speed 3s sitting there waiting for you, talking to you. Can't give them a smell. That might get you a bit more motivated. So here we go. What we got? Chris is in the house. So only running for 4 months. Plan to run one marathon. Not race, just run in October in Scotland. 45 hours. I run in the woods, so don't use roads. So right. So Chris, is your marathon going to be a road-based marathon or is it going to be a trail-based marathon? That would help me in terms of. Oh, hang on. So it helps if I read the whole thing, wouldn't it? I'm such an idiot. I run in woods, so don't use road shoes. Well, hang on. So is the marathon in on road or is it in the woods? That's what I need to know. Then we can come back and we can chat about that. How does that sound? Right, here we go. Go back. Right, here he is. Marco. I was coming back to my question I asked him. I'm still on the search for it. I've yet to find the right shoe. Can you recommend a better shoe than the Nova Blast? I found too much heel slip. Now it does run long the Nova Blast. Have you tried the Deviate Nitro 2, Marco? Let me know about that. The old Puma Deviate Nitro 2. Yeah, it does have a plate in it. It's got Puma grip in it, so it's awesome. Let me know about that. See what you think about that. Maybe you are after something a little bit different, and you can pick them up. I don't know where you are, Marco, but you can pick them up quite cheap as well, which is good news. Here we go. Gary's back. I have 2 pairs of Saucony Pro 2 and 2 pairs of Speed 2 still in boxes. Bought them when they were heavily discounted. Also bought a pair of Speed 3s. You're like Gary. You're like a Saucony salesman. You got bucket loads of them. He's got Sauconys coming out of his ears. But yeah, that's good value for 90 quid. That really is good value. Oh god, it is. Yeah, keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. It's been. I don't know whether you saw the. There's been more Nike Vaporfly 3 next percents flying around. They go on sale. I think it's next week. So let me know if you're going in for that. Going 2-footed in for them. I'm going to try and grab a pair of them. But as I said, I think I've before. I'm a bit worried about them. But let's see what they come back and say. With. Right. So Barbara, who's a member, don't forget, guys. I really do appreciate all the support through the membership. It means a lot. Okay. I was blown away with that when I found that out the other week. So thank you very much. I've seen it. My game is always off, so I just use Strava on my phone. Come and do the Cardiff half. When is the Cardiff half, Maxi? Tell me, when is it? Let me know. Right, so Chris is back. Right, so here we go. So you've got a road-based marathon. You're looking to get round in October. I've got to be honest with you, the best shoe probably that I've got at the moment is probably the Super Blast. We were talking about this on Sunday. it is the problem is with it, it's so bloody expensive. It's 209 quid, but it's just such a phenomenal shoe, for just cruising along distance-wise. So we had 20 miles at the weekend, and it was effortless. It really was in that shoe. The Glide Ride 3 is close, okay? And you can easily do your marathon in both of these shoes, all right? The Glide Ride 3 is close. It is under £100, but so, I'm a bit of a spoiler, and because only because it's you lot. So Simon has got himself now a pair of Super Blast because the Invincibles haven't worked out. You'll see the video. You'll see an update coming soon on that, right? But he absolutely loves the Super Blast 3. Super Blast 3, the Super Blast, and he has the Glide Ride 3, but we were talking about this, he just feels it's that step up. Um, he didn't pay £209, just a heads up. So if you can shop about, Chris, and get the Super Blast from Asics, they fit true to size, they will do you well. Okay. They are a wide-ish platform. Yes, there's high stack there. I know you said you're a big lad, but there is a wide-ish platform there. You're going to get the foam, which is going to give you a nice rebound. But if that doesn't work for you, then go to the Glide Ride 3. That is a phenomenal shoe, for marathon training, marathon distance, and it will just soak it up. It really will. It's just a great shoe. Oh, a non-shoe related question, people. Look, we like these. Hannah, hi Hannah. Not shoe related, but any advice on compression tights and socks? Do they actually work, or they? I think I did a video. I mean, it's probably a terrible video when on reflection now, but I did something about this years and years ago. For me, psychologically, they work. Now, there's obviously loads of medical advice out on compression stuff, right? And you know, it might surprise you. I'm not a doctor and I'm not a scientist, right? I don't know much about all this sort of stuff. But I think the testament to it is yesterday, was it yesterday? Or whatever day it was, I got back from my 20-mile run. I've got a pair of those compression tights that got that infrared technology in them where, it helps to circulate blood. It's woven into the material. I put them on. And I woke up on Sunday, and I didn't have any sort of aches and pains from the day before. Now, that could be me psychologically, right? And I drank like a fish, and I did all the stuff you meant to do and whatnot, loaded myself up with pure sport. But yeah, I just that seemed to help my recovery. In terms of wearing them when I run, I do occasionally wear them. I don't wear them all the time. I don't race in them, but some people like to. I think this is very much a personal preference thing. I don't. There's so much science around it, which you can believe or not believe. But yeah, I mean, I will wear them. I wore them on a 16-mile run we did a couple of weeks ago. I wore a pair, and I usually wear them if it's going to rain, just to keep my sort of calves a little bit warmer and stuff like that. But I won't wear them in the summer. Okay, I don't know if that helps or not. Probably not. Right. Right, here we go. Mark, I beat my Garmin half marathon prediction by 14 seconds yesterday. Hero. Yeah, I'm not going to say any more than that. Well, in Edinburgh. Here we go. Ralph's got a question. On your really long runs recently, do you do it by feel or are you watching pace? So on Sunday we ran purely to feel. Um, we deliberately didn't want to put any goal pace in. So when we sped up, and it's like I think didn't you? You know when you're speeding up. It's usually when I'm it's usually when I'm talking, I speed up. Um, and we sort of check ourselves, and that's why it's nice running with somebody because you do kind of go, "Oh, hang on a minute, FORDY," or so I will go, "Where are you going?" It's that sort of stuff, and that's the nice thing running with your mates, and you know each other and where you're running. But yeah, we ran that to feel deliberately because we just wanted to get the 20 miles done. We wanted to feel good at the end, which we did. We was playing about with fueling. See the video when it comes out in a few weeks. And we just ran that purely to feel. The only time we were checking our watches was when we felt like we sped up. Like I think it was about 18 miles. I said to Si, I'm just getting bored, and I was I could feel like the pace was going up, and he was like, no, 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 come on, let's just keep it in check. So yeah, we was running that to feel. That said, the counter side of that is if I've got anything in the plan, like we will have not this week, but the week after, we will have a large slog of goal pace, and we'll pick a strategy around that, whether it's running for 2 miles on, 2 miles off, or last 10 miles goal, whatever it is. Then I'll run to a pace or heart rate, or the boys do it on that because they've worked out the what's that thing you stick on your foot? The tripod thing. I've still not worked it out. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing because they haven't set it up for me. So I hope that helps. Have you tried? What's this? Have you tried the Woohoo V4? No, got no idea what that is. Absolutely no idea. Sorry, Daniel. My missus is blaming you for my shoe addiction. Sorry, Gary. Penny's shoes, Speed 3s were £91. Yeah, I've seen some bargains out there as well. 40, what's your beef with Nike? I don't have a beef with Nike at all, actually. I just think that their daily trainers are terrible. The Pegasus 40 looks awful. The Vomero 17 looks awful. I will try them. Pegasus 40, I probably won't, but I'll probably get sent that. But I will try the Vomero. It's just a waste of time. Why they didn't go down with the Vomero into a more, follow the trend and maybe do something with a higher stack, and maybe something with a little bit of a softer foam. And no, I'm not talking the Invincible, by the way, but I'm talking about a lighter, higher stack shoe. They're just their daily trainers are terrible. Their elite shoes are awesome, no doubt about that. I think they missed that shoe in the middle where the Zoom Fly 5 sits. That's terrible. That needs to be a lot lighter, a lot quicker. I think the Streak Fly is okay, but they could have done a much better job with that. And they sold that purely on the foam and what it was in there. So yeah, I think they're missing the mark widely compared to some of their competitors out there in terms of the shoes from under the Alphafly, Vaporfly, and down. They're missing, but what do they care? They're making so much money. They won't listen to anything that normal people say. Cardiff Half is the 1st of October. Okay, I'll have a look at that. I've got trying to sort my plans out for autumn. We'll save that for the long run show, but trying to sort that out. You're welcome, Chris. It looks like you have Vaseline on your camera. Oh, okay. Let's have a look. I haven't got anything to clean it with, John. Maybe it's because I did try and clean it earlier. I had this thing. I cleaned the screen. Oh, tight. I cleaned the screen. I probably should be doing this live, by the way, trying to clean the screen. I'll worry about it later, shall we? Shall I try and do it with this? Oh, tight. How's that? John, better or worse? Let me know. I cleaned it earlier. Or, I wonder if I can do it. I'm sorry I'm wasting your time with the cameras. I'm not going to disable the camera. I'm going to try this one. Video. Ready? John, this is for you. How about that? What do you think about that, John? Better or worse? Let me know. I'll leave it like that for now. Mucking about with the cameras. Hey. So here we go. FORDY, do you run in miles or kilometers? I run in miles now because Tobe and Si run in miles. And I have found it, to be honest with you, a bit easier. Especially over the marathon distance. I have found it easy. Although I do have alerts. Listen to this. I have alerts on my watch in kilometers. Yeah, they come up. So because I know the pacing, right, in both, I know where I'm at. Okay. So it's a bit weird, but any love for the float ride series here? Funnily enough, right, I was actually wearing them to work today. I didn't run in them, but I was wearing them to work today just to commute in. I like the float rides. I think they're a good shoe. What's this? Yeah, I agree about Nike. Yeah, cheers, FORDY. Yeah, listen, I don't dislike them. I think they're their shoes are pretty good, especially like the Alphafly, Vaporfly, and all that sort of stuff. They're epic. I've always said if I was going to go into a race, I needed to really lick along, I'd put the Vaporfly on, no doubt about it. But the other stuff, take it or leave it. Personally, have you tried? Where is it? The Pegasus Turbo. Yeah, John, check out the review on the channel. I think you will see that. Change the camera back. Oh, mutiny. Okay, guys. By the way, you've got to give this live stream a thumbs up. Apparently, this is what I should be telling you to do. Again, really proficient on YouTube. Right, let's change the camera back. You ready? This is awesome. We're just mucking about with cameras tonight. If you're listening to the pod, we're just mucking about with the cameras. You ready for this one? I thought, well, I've actually got three cameras in front of me. Ready? Here we go. We're going back. Hey, I'm back now. Is that better or worse? Probably worse. Dual camera. That's awesome. Okay. Mucking about with the cameras live. Here we go. Change the camera back. What's a whoop for? Is that the ring thing? Is that the thing you wear on your ring? Um, Daniel, let me know. Right, here we go. What's this? Chris, I notice you say a lot true to size. Okay. So, well, what is your native language, Chris? Be interested to know. But when I mean true to size, I mean if it's a UK 9.5, it fits like a UK 9.5. So it's not big, too big. It's not too small. It's not too tight. It's not too much room in the toe box, and it's fitting as I would expect a UK 9.5 to fit. Does that make sense, Chris? Let me know if it doesn't. So if I get a shoe in and I say it doesn't fit true to size, I will probably elaborate that, but the chances are it's either too small or it's too big. Okay. So for example, these craft have come in and they are slightly on the big side. So I will obviously run in them um, and stuff like that because, you need to review them and running them, funnily enough. So I shouldn't take the mickey. But your foot expands when you run, right? So it'll probably be fine. But again, until I know what they feel like and what they're like under in different conditions and things like this, I won't know exactly what they're like when in terms of sizing. So, but that's what I mean when true to size. Does that help, Chris? I hope that does. Right, here we go. My Garmin is in miles, Strava in kilometers. Oh, that's interesting, Penny. David Long is here. Guys, I'm giving you a 8-minute warning. How's that? 8 minutes. I'm going to have a sip of this and then I'm going to read this. David Long, doing my first. I'll talk amongst yourselves. This is Mrs. Ford's game in this peach and passion fruit flavored sparkling water. I'm going to drink the whole thing tonight because I'm hardcore. And I've been training for more biking, by the way, eating sausage sandwiches. Doing my first half marathon in April. I'll be there at London Landmarks. What timescale should I realistically think about before attempting a full marathon? Sign up now. David, sign up now. You're done the half, or you're going to do the half in April. Sign up now. Do it in October. You'll be just fine. Get yourself a decent training plan. You don't have to come to a coach like me. Just get yourself one online. Crack on. You'll be just fine. Honestly, if you're doing half marathon training, you can train for a full. Easy. Well, it's not easy. It's bloody hard, but you know what I mean. It's the band that goes on your wrist. Oh, okay. Daniel, send me an email, hello@fordyruns.com, and with all the stuff, and I will know what it is. What's this about trail shoes? Tried the Endorphin Elite. Oh, up all over the place. Too long, too much volume. Was surprised giving out other Saucony shoes got a discount but returned. Yeah, I found the Elite okay, to be honest with you. I know what you mean about the upper. It's not their best upper, I would say, from Saucony, but I found them all right. I did prefer the Tech 10X, to be honest. Okay, right. Chris got it. Okay, that's good news. Here we go. Mark, enjoyed your video about the week of training, how it never goes to plan. It never, ever goes to plan. Watch that video from this weekend on Sunday. It never, ever, ever goes to plan. And that's the thing, right? And, that's why I wanted to show it. Again, keeping it real, people. What's the point of me showing you me doing a 100-mile week, looking awesome and skinny in my sore running kit, when it's all BS. It's not real, is it? So, I put the camera on and shows you, my week and how it went tits up, basically. And it was a shocker. And, I had 45 miles on the plan and it just didn't work out. But that's life, and that's the difference, as I said. So hopefully it's insightful. I appreciate the interest. I appreciate all you guys have seen it and commented on that video. It does mean a lot. What's this? Barbara, how's your palm off? I've not been on the bike for a little while. I could get back on it. 40, I ran yesterday and used carb seeds. I think they made a big difference. Yeah, you know what? Again, that's what I said, I think earlier, Mick. It's I think with those compression socks and things like that, it really is a personal preference. Which ones did you use out of interest, Mick? Let us know. The ones I got off Amazon. Um, as always, I've got car arm sleeves for Sunday because I'm going vest because I'm hardcore. I've got my Pride vest ready to rock that out in Cambridge. I don't know what's going to hit them. All the noise when I come along. Gary's training from Manchester in Nova Blast 3, Glide Ride 3s, and Deviate Nitro Elites. Would you recommend the running the race in any of them? Not really got the money. Yeah, well, if you ain't got the money, just wear one of those. I'd probably go Glide Ride 3, to be honest with you. The Deviate Nitro Elite is a quick shoe. It's a lot of fun. It's a fast shoe, but whether I would run it over marathon distance, I probably wouldn't. I would be much more comfortable in a pair of Glide Ride 3s and just cruise about and have a great time. And yeah, that's what I would do personally. 4-minute warning. Here we go. Ralph, really appreciate you taking the time for this chat. Helps. Thanks. No, thanks very much, Ralph. I really appreciate it. It's our 100th episode. Like I said, it just blows my mind that you guys tune in, particularly live on a Monday night, to listen to this and interact. We really appreciate it on a Friday when we get the band together and we do that. It's amazing. Just the banter and the laughs and all that sort of stuff. It is great fun doing this. It really is. It's not a full-time thing for me. I just enjoy talking about running. I just enjoy talking about running shoes. I'm lucky enough that with all this that we've connected up with some great retailers and some brands, and they want to send us shoes and other kit to review. That's great, but I just love going to races, meeting you guys, hanging out with all the people in the club and the community, and all that sort of stuff. For me, that's the thing for me, right? That's why I do it. It's yeah, it really does blow my mind. I'll be straight up. 100 episodes of a podcast I never thought we'd end up doing a podcast. Who'd have thought that we'd be doing a podcast and it would be the other week? Was it last week? #1 podcast in the UK. That episode. Who'd have thought that? Right? It's just mad. That we do a tie up with a brand the size of Skechers on a Friday that sponsor the podcast. It's just crazy if you think about it. Little old me sitting in Broxbourne, just an everyday runner, just some dude who goes out and runs a bit and takes a camera, films it. It's crazy, isn't it? Really, when you think about it, it really is. Here we go. Last couple of questions, and then we'll call it a night. They're 2X calf sleeves. Good shout. What's this? Charles, you trained for our first marathon and mate's hip is giving him real jip. Yeah, get yourself to an osteo. Sent one of my runners there. She loved it. Good luck to Hayden for Tokyo. Yeah, everybody else who's doing Tokyo, good luck. Should we be overly concerned if our long running lapse time is a bit longer than the moving time? No, do whatever you want. Don't worry about it. There's too many other things to worry about. It's perfect time for me. Shed some weights, listen to the podcast, love it, keep them coming. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate the love. Good luck again for Hayden. Hayden's getting a bit of love tonight because he's off to Tokyo. As I said, he's off on Wednesday. What's this one? Here we go. Let's call it a night here, shall we? The missus goes to Sewing Club on a Monday, so it's a good opportunity to me to join this. Thanks for the chat. Hopefully see you at some. Yeah, John, I appreciate it. Yeah, so if you are heading to Cambridge, I'm going to be there. I don't know. Excuse me, sorry, coughed. I don't know what wave I'm in. As I said, I'm there filming the event and race. I expect I'll probably try and get out early doors, to be honest with you, because I'm an anxious mess at stuff like that. So I like to get there and get going. I don't like really waiting about. So I'll probably rock up. I know we all got to get the bus in or something, haven't we? I've not really paid any attention to it. I don't even know when the race starts, to be honest with you. But I'll get there. So hopefully I'll see some of you. If I don't see you, hopefully I'll see you out on course or at the finish line. It'd be good to see some of you in person. So make sure if you see me and because I won't see you because I'll be just no, I'll probably be talking to a camera. So make sure you come and say hi because I really like it when I get to meet you guys. If you've been tuning into these things, it's really cool to meet you in person. Right, let's call it a night, people. Thanks very much to everybody who's tuned in. Thanks to all the members of the YouTube channel who keep supporting 40 runs. Thanks to all the subscribers. Thanks to everybody who's commented tonight and got involved. We're back on Friday. This Friday, we've got Ben on, who's training for his first London Marathon. So I think that'll be interesting. He likes his shoes as well. So make sure you tune in for that and give him some questions. And then we will be returning on Monday as usual. Will be after Cambridge. So I'll let you know how I got on in the Endorphin Elite. Straight off, hot off the press for that. Remember, there's a poll going up tomorrow on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, it's at FORDY_runs. There's a poll going up in the morning, and I need your help for that, people. And that's it. And if you're listening to this on your run, I hope you're having a good time and you're safe out there and you're getting it done. That's it from me, guys. I shall see you all, hopefully some of you at the weekend, but I'll definitely see you on Friday night on the live stream. I'm going to now try and work out how to play the outro. I'll catch you later. Yeah.